Well, here we are out in the just a bare road off of anything else where there's no houses or anything else really around. And I am just going to pretty much show you guys what types of lights and stuff I have on the truck. Is that looks like a little field mouse or something. What is that? Nope, never mind. Something on my windshield. But anyways, I'm going to go around and show you guys like what type of lights and stuff I have and how the truck is set up for after dark use. So if you notice there, if I turn off my regular headlights, these are just my front fogs there. They don't show up really well on camera, but trust me, they are very bright. Let's go out and look at them. Just the fogs alone. You can see how incredibly bright that is. And they do go quite a distance. They are LED fog lights in front. We'll turn on the lights in back. These are work lights for the whole back area. If I'm hooking up a trailer or fixing something back here or whatever, I've even backed up to a vehicle and used these with the hood open to see what I was doing at night. If we open the door here, we have a little switch up there which turns on the light here and illuminates this whole area. I've got a power inverter and stuff back there. A couple toolboxes, creeper and air compressor. I got a drop light here for even more light, and I've got another giant halogen work light type of deal there, which is incredibly bright, and I have extra bulbs for that in the glove box. So we'll close this up there. On the side box here, when you open it, you can't really see anything. So what I've done is I've installed these lights up here, which are just basically LED strips, and I've used I don't know what you would call it, that tin strip stuff with the holes drilled all the way in it. I can't remember what they call it, but it's wired to a pressure switch in the door, so when it closes, the lights go off, and I'm not constantly draining the battery back here. And when it opens, the lights come back on. The battery back here is just a lawn tractor battery, and it's running all this stuff back here. Let me explain that, or what I mean by that, quickly. Under the hood here, we pop that open. I got a light back there, doesn't do much though. I've got this box here, which is a battery isolator. Basically, the alternator comes down to this wire, and this splits it off into two separate feeds. So this goes back to the back area, powers all the accessories back there. This one goes into the fuse box, into the battery, and powers the rest of the car. So all my accessories back there and all the circuitry for the vehicle are separated. So if I mess up anything back there, it does not affect anything with the vehicle. Let's close that here. Hazards, of course. Pretty much all vehicles come equipped with hazards, which of course are nice to have. Stopped on the side of the road. And we will turn these off and throw on the bright oranges. Up here, I have grill strobes, and I've got a couple lights on top. That one right there in the middle is a strobe, and the one is a halogen, one of the spinning ones that has the reflector in it. It actually has two 35-watt halogen bulbs in it. So we'll turn these off, turn those on. We'll basically just turn all the lights on. Walk a little bit this way. Here. Let me actually close that door first. So this would simulate visibility, how well you can see me coming from the other lane in traffic. Say I was pulled over on the road. I mean, those front fog lights kind of blind out everything else. But that top halogen one is actually working pretty well. I just put that on the other day. Haven't really had a chance to test it out too much. So let's go back this way a bit, and we'll see what it looks like coming from this way. And that is obviously clearly very visible. I put this one on because the front strobes and the other one on top are great, but you can't see them at all from behind. So I had to put something back here so I could be seen clearly at night too, from the back. Also, since this vehicle is white, we do get blizzards and severe weather during the winter months especially, and it's very, very hard to see this vehicle. So if there is a blizzard or something going on and I do have to get somewhere, I can be seen. Let's turn on, we'll turn off the headlights and the front LEDs, and we'll look at just the strobes in front. Kind of see a flash pattern for that. I don't know how well it'll show up on the camera. See, it alternates a few times and then it kind of flashes all of them. And of course I have massive, well, I wouldn't say massive, but extremely bright lights on the inside here too. So I got a couple flashlights in my pocket. I got one right here. This thing is, you can just see how bright that thing is. So yeah, it's got a strobe feature too. So as far as lighting goes, I think I am covered. I kind of wanted to put a little, I was thinking about putting some LED flashers somewhere on the sides here. I mean, I know I got the ones on top and stuff and you can clearly see me, but it'd be nice to have some kind of along the sides somewhere. Maybe one on that fender somewhere, or on the back of that box or something, maybe on the front of the box so you can kind of get towards the middle of the vehicle. But other than that, I mean, I think I'm pretty much covered for being seen. I don't think there's going to be any issues with seeing me on the side of the road. So one more thing is on these, the back halogen one there that actually spins with the reflector, even in daylight you can see that, because even if it's not the halogen bulb shining through it, it's the sunlight shining through it, and it still spins around and reflects, and you can still see a flash to it. So it's useful even in the daylight. So that's just another thing to keep in mind if you're considering which type of lighting and bars and whatever else to put on your vehicle. Well, off I go.